It's time to get off of this island. Okay, here we go. So hot out here. Why? Have to hold on to this block. Huh? Land. No, 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 no. No. I need to get closer to the island. Leave me alone. What's up, guys? It is COOP-DIZZLE, and welcome to episode 2 of my Let's Play series. So, in the last episode, I spawned in right next to this village, and what I've decided to do is to make this village my base. But this village, even though it's a pretty good village and everything, well, hang on just a second here. Nope, 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 there we go. And that. It's a pretty good village. We've got a couple of libraries, we've got a couple of large houses, we have a butcher shop, we got a small house, we've got a blacksmith, we've got a church. I mean, 3 farms, everything that you need in a village is right here. But this is our hometown, right? Like, I've decided to name this Hometown, so that's the actual name of the town. It's not very creative, I know. But there you go. There you go. It's Hometown. And basically, my plan is to make this into my first base, and then eventually we'll branch out into the brave open world. But this is where I'm from, right? And so we have an obligation here, guys. Number 1, we're going to make this our base, but number 2, we need to pimp out Hometown. So that is the new mission. And it's going to take some time, but we are going to make this village awesome, starting with that bad boy right there, the church. So I am really excited for this episode, guys. We are going to basically remake the Minecraft church and make it something totally awesome, and I am really excited to show you this build that I have for the new church. So before we get started on that, though, I have been busy preparing for this episode. I've done a ton of work gathering resources and things like that, so I'd have everything I need to make an awesome episode for you. And so let me just show you a couple of things I've done since the last playthrough. You can see there's a little bit of creeper damage here. And but anyway, so the first order of business was to start up a mine. So that's what we did. Now there's a little hole right here. I just kind of dug into it, set up, whoa, sorry for the lag there, set up a little support structure, and basically dug down to the mine here. I'll show you the mine real quick. And here we go. Your basic branch mine, guys. I've got quite a few resources off of this. I ran into a couple of caves as well. I've got my little enchanting table for low-level enchants because, hey, that makes the job a little bit faster. And here's a little bit of my resources, but most of them are in a couple of other chests. So we're going to head back up top here, and I'm going to show you the other major thing that I've done since the first episode. Here we are. So there's my ghetto sugarcane farm. There's my cheap nether portal right there. And my ghetto sheep farm here. Ghetto cow farm. There's probably like 100 cows stuffed into this little bin. And my ghetto chicken farm. So those have all been very helpful. I'm also setting up a ghetto tree farm as well. You can see I've been collecting some bushes and stuff. And I've got 3 types of trees over here right now. And in fact, I had to go on a Bilbo Baggins-esque journey into the land just to find some spruce wood and the dark oak wood. But I wanted to make sure I had at least, you know, a few different wood types to work with for our builds, not just the oak wood and the birch wood. And don't worry guys, these are not permanent farm setups. Eventually we're going to set up some automated farms, and we're going to set up a nice looking sheep farm and all that good stuff. I'm even going to make a couple of farms just for aesthetics, like we're going to have a sheep ranch and a you know, actual chicken farm, an actual cattle ranch and stuff like that on the outskirts of hometown. But that's going to get us by for right now because it's going to take a while. And eventually I will build my own house as well, but I'm skipping that for now. I've just commandeered this house and I've decided to stay here until it's time to tear this down and remake it. So there we go. Anyway, so the 2 things that we're going to be doing today, I mentioned one, we are going to be pimping out this church basically. We're going to be turning this, man, I mean this church, how does anybody go to church here? This is the most depressing church I've ever seen. So we are going to make this totally awesome and I can't wait to show it to you. And the other thing I wanted to do today was to work on these streets a little bit. So that's actually the first thing I'm going to do. I'm just going to kind of mess around and do some experimenting. I haven't done any testing for this yet, but I've got some cobblestone, I've got some cobblestone stairs, and I'm kind of just going to mess around with gravel, cobblestone, and cobblestone stairs and see and just clean up the edges a little bit, do a little repair work as well, and see if I can't come up with something that just looks a little more interesting, and also just to kind of, you know, stuff like this. How are you meant to get in this house? You know, that's just the most derp land generation I've ever seen. And that happens all the time with villages. So that's the first order of business, is to clean up our pathways. So I'm going to do a little time lapse of that, and then I will see you after it's done. 2 days later, we are done with the road. Now, I have to admit, it doesn't make a tremendous difference. Well, maybe it does. I mean, for one thing, it's easier to get around. Well, it looks like I missed some steps there. That's alright. But it does look a little bit better. I mean, I'll freeze right here. Look at the textures on the road. Now, it could be a little bit better. I could possibly add in a third texture, like stone, maybe. Would break it up a little bit more. But I don't know. I don't want to use stone because I am going to use stone for the new foundation. So if you were thinking that cobblestone was a terrible choice, well, one, I know a lot of people hate cobblestone, but if you're thinking it's a terrible choice because everything around here is made out of cobblestone, that is about to change. So as we make over some of these buildings, instead of a cobblestone foundation, they're going to be mostly made out of stone. Or like for the library, I might replace most of that with wood, but if I do use stone, I'll probably use smooth stone instead, or maybe stone brick or something like that. But basically, since stone looks like concrete, that's what I'm going for. I want to use that sort of in place of concrete. Instead of cobblestone, we'll use smooth stone. You get the idea, guys. Oh man, I tell you what, it is tough to survive out here. You know, survival. It ain't easy. And, you know, I hear stories from other towns of people dying all the time. There's a guy who died just trying to cross a desert, you know. There's one guy who got trapped on an island, drowned before he made it to land, if you could believe it. I mean, and more evidence of that, if you didn't already notice, we are the last person standing in hometown. That's right, guys. I don't know what happened to all the villagers, but they are gone. Now, I'm not even playing on hard mode. I'm playing on normal. The reason I didn't play on hard is because of the zombie sieges. I didn't want to have to worry about it while I was mining underneath the village. You know, I didn't want zombies to come up here and just kill everybody while I couldn't defend them. But apparently they did anyway. So I'm pretty bummed out about that, guys, because that means I'm going to have to do a ton of work. I'm going to have to find a village, and then I'm going to have to probably spend all of my iron. By the way, that's not all of my iron, so don't worry about it, but I'm going to have to probably spend all of my iron trying to get this thing sorted out. So I'm not too happy about that. I don't know if I'm really going to be able to pull that off or not. So here we are, the Minecraft church. My basic idea for this whole town is, I mean, it's going to be my base. Like, this is going to be a legit base with everything that I need. So one of the things this church is going to have is it will have an enchanting table, but it's not going to be the enchanting room. It will have a nether portal, and it will be the nether portal room. But we'll see how we're going to do that towards the end of the build. But I want to stay faithful to the Minecraft designs because I want it to look like a Minecraft village, but I want it to look like an extremely pimped out Minecraft village. So, for example, on the church, we're going to be using almost the exact same dimensions and block placements, but we're going to be using a lot of extra things for aesthetics. So a lot of different materials and a lot of different tricks. We're going to, you know, add some bushes and some trees and some things like that. So we're going to make this really nice. Anyway, enough talking about it. Let's get to work. I am going to get to work tearing this thing down. That's the first order of business. And then when I'm done with that, we'll get started on building the new hometown church. Alright guys, so I just got this whole area cleared. You can see I did a little bit of landscaping, not too much, just a little bit. I had to redo this road just a little bit too. Good, we still got plenty of time today. So, and I think, yeah, I think I'm going to push this back just one more. And here we go, guys. Bam! The first block is down on our first major building project of the Let's Play. So that is excellent. We're going to continue on now. Let's see, so we're going to do this kind of a staircase at the front. And here we go. So the foundation of the church. Let me see if I can get this right. I think it is 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we cut it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And what happens is we come out here like this. Yeah. Come out like this. 3, 2, 3. And then actually for this we're going to go upside down upside down stairs. Bam. Okay. And then it has one more row on the top. Let me just pillar up here real quick. Like that. And then one there. One there. Right. So, question is, yeah. Okay, we're looking good so far. Looking good so far. 2, 3, 4. And this keeps going up like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we will continue with that later. 2. Okay. That's going to be the roof. And this is where we start our floor, so it's going to be chair, chair. So no, it doesn't come out that far at all. I think I got this, guys. You know what? I got this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So it's going to be chair here, aisle, steps up, and then that's the back wall right there. Hey, alright, so we got our foundation down, guys. So, sorry if that was a little bit confusing to follow along with. Yeah, I apologize. So here we go, guys. Now that basically the trick is, you've got this little curve right here, right? And it has that on both sides, and it just gives a little bit of shape, and then they use that second block in to help define the front shape of the church. So basically what my plan is we are going to rebuild the basic church, and then after that we are going to go back and add in all the details. So if you've watched this far along, first of all, thank you very much, because I know I'm derping through my first Let's Build. But number two, I know this just looks like a Minecraft church made out of stone brick. It's not going to be that. It is going to have a lot of stone brick. It is going to have a lot of other materials too, but we're going to be adding in those kinds of things and those kinds of details mostly, except for these stairs here, we're mostly doing that after we finish the basic structure of the church. So just hang tight, follow along, and give it a shot here. I guarantee at the end of this, you are not going to be disappointed with how this turns out. So, the first thing we're going to do with this oak wood, let's see, so so we're standing on the floor, and then we got 1, 2, 3, and there is the first part of the ceiling. Now, in the original church, the ladder is right here. We are going to put our ladder over here. So that's one of the first changes. And then with the, oh wait, actually, hang on. we're also using this for our floor. So we can go ahead and put this floor in here. Nope. Oh, I didn't bring my axe. Derp. There we go. And fill that in right here. Now, I don't like this, but the problem is you can see if we take those out, you can see outside. So here is my solution for that, guys, and I think you're going to like it. We need to open up that space, and I don't want it to be stone brick, so we're going to go ahead and fill in oak wood. We're going to run around out here, and to maintain at least a similar shape to what the original church had, we are going to place upside down stairs. Now, is the shape as good? No, but it's similar, and that is going to be the best that we can do. And at the end of the day, I promise it's going to be good. You're going to like it because we have a lot more shape to add to this thing. I'm just going to light this up with some torches for the minute and just kind of finish off a little bit of what we're doing in here. So we're going to add slabs right there to taper the ceiling up. And yeah, I do believe that's going to be our ceiling. Now, this altar is not going to be the altar, so don't worry about that. We're going to go ahead and take that out. And let's go ahead and do a little bit in here. So we've got our dark oak stairs. Well, nah, this is going to be one of the coolest parts. It's the interior, so we're going to get to that in just a minute. I will say, let's go ahead and start knocking out the windows. So window, window, and can't remember, I think I just did window here. Oh no, no, nighttime. So here we go, and the observation deck of the church is complete. All of the basics are done, so now we get to the fun part, and I'm totally excited about this. Actually, let's do the outside first. Sounds like a plan. So, and delete that. We're actually going to use cobblestone stairs. So there we go. Now, this is to help break up this texture a little bit because, as you know, we are using nothing at this point but the stone stairs. So we're going to use the cobblestone as an accent. Again, cobblestone is no longer, oh come on, cobblestone is no longer going to be the dominant thing in this village. We are moving up in the world, and so, but we are going to use it as an accent from time to time. I know some people hate cobblestone, but I think it can look nice as an accent. So there we go. And see, I think that is looking better already. I mean, honestly. We've got our windows started, so we're just going to mirror those over here. I'm going to go ahead and take out that whole thing. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to take this out too, and oh no, the moon's coming out, which means we need to run for our lives, hop in bed, and then we will resume ASAP. And look at this. This is already starting to take shape a little bit. We still have a ton of work to do though, but it will be very worth it. You guys are going to love how this does turn out. It'll be like your reward for sticking with me, even though a lot of times I made absolutely no sense at all. Okay, so here we go. We are going to use stone brick stairs for the sort of like a window frame. We're going to do that on this side as well. And then we are going to have one more window on the sides here. We put it in there, so we're going to go ahead and put it in here as well. Let's go ahead and place down our door. Let's see, which way did I do this? I think I did it here. We did that from the inside because we want that indent, and you can see that fits in nicely with our little door frame right there. Good, so we got that done. Let's go ahead and place down our pews. So that was one of the big problems I had. Oh, that's right. Okay, we'll take care of that in a second. One of the big problems I had with the original Minecraft church is the lack of church pews. So I actually made a mistake a second ago here, guys. As you can see, by putting the frames here on the bottom, it's changing how that stair is laid out there. So we are actually going to go get rid of that. However, we are going to go ahead and use the window frame up top, which means I think we can go ahead and use it here as well. So we'll go ahead and get those in place. So far it's looking good. Now if you are watching these videos, I just want you to know I really appreciate it. I know that my video quality in terms of audio and video is pretty shoddy, and you know, I watch tons of Minecraft videos. I've been watching it since I started playing, and you know, guys like Haydz MC, for example, you can find him just by searching for Haydz. He really was one of the guys that made me really get into Minecraft. And I've gotten so much enjoyment out of watching those that I just have always thought it would be awesome to do my own Let's Play. So anyway, so that's, I mean, I'm just doing it, you know, it's for fun. Pause on that real quick. So we've got our red carpet out, and we're just going to go right down the center aisle here and right in front of the first pews and stop right there. Switch, grab our nether quartz and our nether stairs, and then we're going to resume about like this. Stairs here, leave that blank. And then block here and block there. Leave the middle part blank. Okay. Switch, switch. Now, here is one of the totally amazing parts. For the altar. Bam. Ready for this? Bam. Look at that, guys. That looks amazing. And I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and put some quartz down just as a placeholder here. But check that out. That is awesome. Oh, and then carpet. Just like that. Now you can finally start to see the inside of this church taking shape. We still have a lot to do, but it's getting much better. So, okay. So as I was saying a second ago, guys like Haydz, he was the first one I really got into, and then I got into a few others after him as well. I watch a ton of the Hermitcraft guys. I love their videos, and I watch a couple others as well. I love Scar's videos. If you guys don't know who that is, look up GoodTimesWithScar, and I think that his single-player world is the most unique Minecraft world that I have ever seen. It's like nothing else in Minecraft. And so that's GoodTimesWithScar, and I tell you what, I'm going to link some of these guys. So anyway, I'm basically just doing this for fun, and I hope that the videos themselves are good enough. that you guys will enjoy them, in spite of my lack of quality equipment, basically. I think that's going to go up about like that. And I am going to try to get some better equipment, but you know, I mean, this is pretty much just a hobby for me, you know, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. But we're back and we are going to finish this bad boy off. So here we go. We've got a couple of things to do. First off, we're going to add some armrests to these chairs. Now I mentioned earlier that, unless it got edited out, but some of my favorite YouTubers are the Hermitcraft group, and this is right out of Keralis' playbook. So now he has a ton of subscribers, so chances are you've seen Keralis and you know about his videos, but if not, I'm going to link him in the under the video, and you should definitely check him out. So here we go. Our pews have armrests now, and let's see. I ended up leaving that corner blank. I tried a couple of things. I wasn't a big fan of any of what I did, but you're welcome to add something here if you want to. Now, we only have one more finishing touch to do, and that is going to be some torches. Now, this is totally unnecessary because we obviously have tons of light coming from the cross, but it does add something to the look of the room. So, you're going to need some quartz slabs. We're going to go ahead and use quartz since we used it here for the altar. And there we go. So these are going to be our torch or candle holders. So now this room, I believe, is pretty much done except for one little thing. Well, a couple of things. We're going to do the very last thing at the end. I'm going to go ahead and add slabs all the way up here. I will show you why in just a minute, but one of the benefits of this is that looks slightly more like a cross now. The bottom is longer, and it's going to let us change what we're using up top, which is really good. We want to bring this around just like we did on the first floor. So about like that. Perfect. So we're going to add in some stone brick stairs. No, not those, dang it. Those. Alright. Stone brick stairs here. This is going to lead out to a balcony area. We're going to fix that up in a second. First, let's go ahead and take care of these. So we are going to use stone brick stairs on the top and bottom here. There we go. Do that on the other side real quick. Done. Alright, next we're going to add some iron bars for the windows. And, oh, yeah, I think I brought it. We're going to knock out the middle here, and just for some extra lighting, we are going to add some glowstone. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to hide that in here, but we will hide it up top. I'll tell you what, I love coming into this room now. It just looks so amazing. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, and bam. Now you've probably seen that plenty of times, but there is a bell for our bell tower. Not a new trick, but I thought it was a good one. So real quick, we are going to axe these planks. We put the half slabs down earlier, and that is going to let us put stone down here. Now earlier, one of the things that was bugging me about the inside of the build was that uh-oh. Oh guys, my son just started crying, so I think I'm going to have to go calm him down real quick. We'll see. Give it a minute here. Okay, we're going to knock these edges out and put down stairs. Now that that's done, we're going to add our cobblestone wall. Something like this. Alright guys, so now we got our cobblestone wall in place. And, ooh, I just realized we made the same mistake on this side, of course, that we did on the other side. Let's go ahead and fix that up real quick. And we need our stone stairs. And we will make, no, stone, yeah, there we go, stone stairs. And, yeah. And we will get this all finished off here. Alright guys, so I got the stone brick in place up top here. And you can see now how it kind of accents at the bottom layer and the middle layer and then the top of the bell tower there. And we have that middle accent sort of on the back. Now we're just going to add some stone brick stairs up top, a little bit of carpet up top as well. We're going to, and well, we'll just add a couple of things. Won't take too long at all. Okay, so we're just going to knock out all these blocks here, and except for the middle ones, that was an accident. So keep the middle blocks there. Everything else we're going to replace with stone brick stairs. Looks like most of my stairs fell down a second ago, and I accidentally deleted them. Or, not accidentally deleted them, sorry guys, I'm getting pretty tired here. It is extremely late here in the great state of Texas, and is definitely affecting my cognition a bit. Alright guys, I finished putting in the stairs. I just wanted to point out I'm leaving these corners open, and you could put them in there. Let's see. Yeah, that's not bad. So it kind of depends on what you want. If you do end up doing something like this build, I think it will work good either way. I'm going to go ahead and put them in though. And then the last thing we're going to do up here is just hide this glowstone, and that's why I went and grabbed my black wool. OMG, there it is. Well, it wasn't black, sorry, gray, which will work out just fine. So we are just going to lay that down here, covers up this glowstone, and that's it. We're done with the top. Bell tower is complete, and in here is almost complete. Now I think because of how long this video is going to be that I'm going to have to show you the nether portal room in the next video, so I think we're going to go ahead and do that. And the only other thing I'm going to do tonight, or today depending on when you watch this, is I'm going to go ahead and add some bushes. In fact, that means I'm going to have to do a little bit more terraforming here. But I'm going to add some bushes. I'm also going to hide some lighting underneath the bushes. So that'll be very important as well. And I'm not going to really show you guys that on camera. I'm just going to get it done, and then I'll show you the final product. Alright guys, so the church is all finished, and let's go check this thing out. Hopefully you remember kind of what the town looked like before, with all gravel roads. The roads were pretty jacked up as well, and hopefully you remember what that church looked like in the background. And here it is now. Now my frames per second is starting to drop a lot, sorry about that, but As you can see, we've got trees flanking the church, and it just looks really nice as you're walking up to it. So this is the entire church all finished, and we'll take a quick look around. Now I did have a creeper attack, so I lost some of the flowers that I had here, and I am out of bone meal. But you can walk around. I had to edit the leaves around here so I could still have a path to walk through. Oh my gosh. I am trying to compress the video a little bit right now, so it's probably why my computer is struggling. If it's real bad, I may just re-record. But anyway, again, this is the inside, and we have tons of detail here. Now, I left this corner blank, but if you can find something cool to put in there, then go for it. Now, in the next episode, we are going to add a secret entrance, or it's not really, I mean, it's kind of hidden because you won't be able to see it from the church pews. We're going to add a trap door here and go down into like a preacher's hideaway, and that's where our nether portal is going to be. So we didn't have time to do it in this episode. We're going to do that in the next episode so we can have a proper portal room. And again, here's our bell tower. Nothing new there, but at least we have a bell now, which is good. A little way to look out on the street. Get out of here, man. Come on. I'm trying to do some recording here. No respect. Alright. So we have our balcony out here, which lets us look out on this vast ocean. Very pretty, and oh, Enderman. Alright, and then we're going to go up to the very top, the observation deck. Now, the only thing that I might have done differently is with these top steps. I might have actually flipped those around so that the steps were facing inward, and that might look a little bit better from a distance. I think that's the only thing I might change later, but it's up to you, of course. And as you can see, there's plenty of light up here, plenty of light in the bell room, or the bell tower, plenty of light in here. It's lit up like Christmas. So that's it, guys. I am going to run for my life and see if I can make it back to my house. But, I mean, again, I think it turned out really, really good. I'm extremely happy with that church build. Alright guys, that's a lock on the church. I love it, and I hope that you think it's a cool build. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe for future episodes. And again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I put a ton of work into it, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care.